Hi all, this is Sarvajan here. Welcome to my networking channel. Today I'm going to show how to configure a multi-layer switch. So this is a packet trace I open. I'm going to drag the switch, right? So we'll configure one multi-layer switch here. So let us go to the switch here, and now let us connect this switch. And now I'm going to connect three hosts, individual hosts. For VLAN 10, this will make it as VLAN 20, and this for VLAN 30. So now connect the link from the switch to the multi-layer switch. So multi-layer switch to the individual host I am connecting. So this is in VLAN 10, VLAN 20 and VLAN 30. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to enable inter-VLAN routing in the core switch, and I'm going to show how the communication work between the different hosts. These three hosts are in three different VLANs, right? So now I'm going to configure the three VLANs first. Let us go to the switch. So go to CLI mode. Now let us configure the switch. Go to VLAN 10. Name it as sales VLAN, and VLAN 20, name it as some marketing VLAN, and VLAN 30. This for this individual host I'm creating this VLAN. We'll make it as purchase VLAN. So I created three different VLAN. Show VLAN brief. So this will show all the VLANs. So I created three VLANs: VLAN 10 sales, VLAN 20 marketing, and VLAN 30 for purchasing. We can check the VTP status. So default it will be in server status. So default is in server. If you want to create any domain, we can create. But still I configure only a single multi-layer switch. It is not required. So after creating these three different VLANs, so now I have to create a individual logical interface for the VLAN. So before that, let us see the management VLAN. We'll make it up. Management VLAN is VLAN 1. So we'll make it up. So now I'm going to configure the logical interface for VLAN 10, right? So then assign the IP address like 192.168.10.1. This is the gateway for the first host. So that gateway ought to always configure the core switch, and second go to the VLAN 20 and make it as VLAN 20, right? Reserve. So now assign the IP address as 20.1. This is for the second host gateway, and now activate the interface. So now go for the third VLAN, that is for third host. So make the logical IP address for this. This is the gateway for the third host, and now activate this interface. So now this is activated. So now the third step is, first I created the VLAN 10, 20, 30, created the logical interface. I'm going to assign this individual port. This is faster than it 1, and this is 2, and this is 3, right? So now I'm going to assign this as access port. So let us go to this configuration interface, fast Ethernet 01 switch port mode access. So this is access port, right? So switch port access VLAN 10 spanning tree port fast. So first I configured, then go to the second port, right? Second port and switch port mode access spanning tree port fast. Then I have to configure the VLAN, right? Switch port access VLAN 20. This is for the second fast Ethernet port, and for the third port, go to the configuration mode and go to the third port, interface 3, right? Third port. Then I have to configure as VLAN 30 for the third host, and then I have to do the spanning tree port first for moving to a immediate forwarding state. So I configure these three hosts to the access port. So now let us go to the host, and I have to configure with the IP address, right? So go to the individual port, click desktop, and click that IP configuration. So now I have to assign the IP for the host 192.168.10.2. So since this is the first gateway, both should be in the same IP, and the gateway should be in the same network. 192.168.10.2 for the first host, and the gateway already configured as 10.1 in the core switch. So after this, close it. Same way here, go to desktop, then click the IP configuration. So 192.168.20.2. This is for the second host, and this is the second gateway I configured for this VLAN 20. So now close it. Same way, third host, go to desktop, command prompt, go to IP configuration, then 192.168.30.2, 192.168.30.1. So I configured the three hosts, right? Individual host and the individual gateways. I have configured these three VLANs, VLAN 10, 20, 30 in the core switch. So now let us go to the command prompt and let us view the IP config. So this is the first host IP. Now try the pinging 192.168.10.2. I am able to ping. Let us ping the gateway 10.1. Yeah, we are able to ping. Now let us ping the second host. See, I were able to not able to ping the second host. Why means I have not enabled the IP routing. So in the multi-layer switching, I have to configure with the IP routing, right? So go to the configuration mode and specify IP routing. So that means routing is enabled. Now go to the individual host, and now we ping the second gateway. Yeah, we are able to ping the second gateway, and the third host gateway we are able to ping. So the second host IP will ping 20.2. We are able to ping, and the third host is 30.2. So we are able to ping the second and third host from the first host, right? Same way you can try from the third host. Just go to the command prompt and ping 192.168.30.1. We are able to ping, right? 20.2. So the inter-VLAN routing is working perfectly. So this is fine. So after I enable the IP routing, the inter-VLAN routing is working perfectly. So what are things I have done? First, I created the VLAN 10, 20, and 30. Then I created the logical interface for the VLAN. After that, I assigned the individual ports to that access VLAN. Then I have configured three hosts with the individual IP, and the gateway already I configured in the core switch VLAN gateway, right? So once it is done, what I have done, I enable with the IP routing. Then we are able to see the inter-VLAN communication between different hosts. So that is the purpose of multi-layer switching. So one more step is pending. Now I will enable the fast forwarding IP CF distributor. So this will enable the fast forwarding. So this is for enabling the fast forwarding feature. So what it does normally multi-layer switching, it does one-time routing, and second time it will do a switching, like a hardware switching, right? It will do a fast switching. So all this information will be maintained in the CF table. So let us view the CF table. So I show IP CF. CF will show all the information like VLAN gateway 10.1, 10.2 IP, and the next hop interface and the corresponding VLAN interface. And show adjacency will show all the adjacency information. So like VLAN 10 and the corresponding address. So this is how a multi-layer switching works. So thanks for watching, and please subscribe me for more videos.